Could a tiny coin sitting in your drawer be worth over $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. One version of the 1974 Washington quarter is reportedly valued at $1.6 million. And today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to find out if you're holding a gold mine. Every day, more Americans, especially folks between 30 and 70, are discovering that old coins they've forgotten about are now worth small fortunes. Whether it's from an inherited collection, pocket change, or a dusty coin jar, this could be your chance. The 1974 Washington quarter was minted in San Francisco. The S under Washington's neck? That's the key. Most 1974 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, or Denver, D. But the San Francisco S coins were intended for proof sets only, not regular circulation. So what's the deal with the $1.6 million price tag? Here's the truth. The standard 1974 S-proof quarter isn't rare. Millions were made. But there are specific errors and ultra-rare variations, like double strikes, off-metal strikes, or accidental circulation strikes, that can fetch insane prices at auction. The coin allegedly valued at $1.6 million is believed to be an extremely rare error version, possibly struck on the wrong planchet or a unique proof that entered circulation, making it one of a kind. It was likely certified by a major grading company like PCGS or NGC and sold at a high-profile auction. Now let's talk about your coins. Grab your 1974 quarters and look for the S mint mark, any unusual color, thickness, or shine errors like missing letters, off-center strike, or doubling, and importantly, proof-like quality even though it's circulated. Not all 1974 S quarters are millionaires. Most proof coins in perfect condition are worth $3 to $20. But errors? They can go from hundreds to tens of thousands. One known 1974 S error sold for over $10,000, and others have been rumored to sell for much more depending on condition and rarity. If you think you have something special, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop. Here's what to do. Take clear photos of both sides of your coin. Check the coin against listings on PCGS.com or NGCcoin.com. Consider professional grading. Yes, it costs money, but it's often worth it. Sell through trusted dealers, online auctions, or coin shows. Many viewers your age have reached out saying they were offered far less than their coin was worth. Avoid deals that feel rushed or shady. If someone offers you $50 for a rare coin without a second glance, walk away. Go check your 1974 quarters. Look for that S mint mark if it looks unusual. Get it evaluated. You might be sitting on a once-in-a-lifetime find. Remember, coin collecting isn't just a hobby. For many, it's become a way to unlock real value from the past. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might be holding on to hidden treasure. I'm putting together a free guide on how to evaluate and sell old coins, especially for those 50 and up who inherited collections. Want in? Just drop a comment or check the link in the description. We're diving into the story of the 1967 Washington quarter, specifically the one with no mint mark, and why collectors and investors are talking about this coin selling for $1.6 million. Most of us look at a quarter and see 25 cents. But coin collectors see history, rarity, and sometimes a small fortune. So what makes this quarter so special? The 1967 Washington quarter was struck at the height of the U.S. coinage transition. No quarters that year were marked with a mint mark, so they all appear to have no mint letter. That's normal for 1967. So when we say no mint mark, we don't mean it's an error. But here's where things get interesting. Millions of 1967 quarters were made, over 1.5 billion to be exact. But the vast majority were heavily circulated, lost, or damaged. Only a tiny number exists today in flawless, untouched condition. And when a coin is found in mint state 68 or higher, it becomes an instant rarity. The $1.6 million value came from one such coin, a pristine, uncirculated MS-68 plus specimen, sold at auction to a private collector. So what's the difference between a regular 1967 quarter and one worth a fortune? Comes down to grade and condition. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC use a 70-point scale. Here's what to look for. Sharp details, Look at Washington's hair and eagle's feathers. No scratches or wear marks, lustrous, original shine, like it just came from the mint, no signs of cleaning or polishing. That actually hurts value. Only a handful of these high-grade 1967 quarters exist. That's why when one showed up at auction, collectors went wild, and the bidding went all the way to $1.6 million. You might be thinking, I've got a few old quarters. How do I know if mine is valuable? Here's what you can do right now. Look for the 1967 date, check the condition. Is it shiny, crisp, and like new? Avoid cleaning it. Cleaning destroys collector value. Compare it with pictures of MS-graded coins online. Consider professional grading for promising coins if it looks pristine. Especially if it came from an old roll or untouched collection, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more. Or silver, in this case. Here's what to do next. Send the coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Get a second opinion at a local coin dealer. Avoid pawn shops. They usually offer below market. Check online marketplaces like heritage auctions or great collections. Remember, a coin's value depends on what someone's willing to pay, and collectors pay big for rarity, condition, and story. Whether you're clearing out the attic, flipping through an old coin album, or helping a family member with a collection, don't overlook those 1967 quarters. That one you've been ignoring for decades? It just might be your lottery ticket. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin value updates, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what coins you found. Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Have you ever wondered if that old quarter sitting in your drawer could actually be worth a small fortune? Well, today we're diving deep into a 1971 Washington quarter that made headlines for an eye-popping $1.5 million valuation. Yes, you heard that right. Whether you inherited coins, picked some up at a garage sale, or just never cleaned out your change jar, this video could help you find hidden value in what looks like, well, just another quarter. And if you're 30, 50, or even 70, now might be the perfect time to cash in. 1971 for San Francisco, 75% copper, 25% nickel-proof coin, not intended for circulation, 3.2 million, but not all are valuable. Now, not every 1971 quarter is a jackpot. Most are only worth a few bucks. But there's one key detail that could make it worth millions. It's a 1971 Washington quarter-proof coin struck on a silver planchet by mistake. That means instead of the usual copper-nickel mix, it was accidentally minted on a leftover silver blank from 1970. Silver coins have a solid silver edge, while copper-nickel ones show that familiar orange ring. In 2023, one of these rare error coins fetched attention for an estimated value of $1.5 million due to its rarity and perfect condition. Solid silver color? That's a sign. Normal quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Silver ones? Around 6.25 grams. Silver coins have a higher pitched ring. When dropped gently, look for clear, mirror-like surfaces if it's a proof coin. If you spot these signs, do not spend that quarter. It could change your life. $1 to $5, $15 to $50, up to $1.50 million. The value exploded after authentication and public auction listings. One verified coin almost single-handedly set the market. Collectors and investors are watching this coin like a hawk because it's so incredibly rare. Don't clean it, leave it as is. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Reach out to auction houses, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, or great collections. Consider appraisal before selling to private buyers or online platforms like eBay. A man in Ohio found a rare quarter while going through his late father's collection. Valued at over $250,000. A woman in California almost spent hers at a laundromat before a collector friend noticed it was silver. Sometimes, all it takes is a little knowledge to turn pocket change into life-changing cash. If you're holding on to old coins, take a few minutes to go through them. Even if you don't have the $1.5 million coin, you might have something worth hundreds or thousands. And for those of you 30, 50, or even 70, it's never too late to uncover hidden value and maybe even fund your next vacation, retirement, or a special gift for your grandkids. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin tips, and leave a comment if you have a 1971 S quarter, or any other coins you're curious about. We're talking about one very special coin, the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter, and why it could be hiding in your change jar right now. 1965 quarter worth $1.4 million? Let's find out. Let's rewind to 1965. The U.S. Mint had just stopped using silver in quarters due to rising silver prices. Starting that year, quarters were made with a copper-nickel blend, the same as we use today. But here's the twist. During the transition, a small number of 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets meant for 1964 coins. These rare error coins weren't supposed to exist. On top of that, none of these coins were supposed to have mint marks, because in 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks to discourage collectors from hoarding coins during a coin shortage. So most 1965 quarters you'll find are worth face value, just 25 cents. But the rare silver error quarters? They can fetch thousands. And one specific example recently sold for $1.4 million at auction. Let's talk about the $1.4 million coin. What made it so valuable? A 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet in exceptional condition. Graded MS-68 by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. One of only a few known to exist. A perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand from collectors. It's the finest known example, and serious collectors pay huge premiums for that level of perfection. Most of us won't find a coin worth that much, but even regular silver error quarters from 1965 have sold for $5,000, $10,000, even $35,000 depending on grade. Now here's the part you've been waiting for. How can you tell if you have a valuable 1965 quarter? Check the edge of the coin. If it shows a copper line, it's clad and worth 25 cents. But if the edge is solid silver-colored, you may have a silver planchet error. Weigh it. Use a precise scale. Regular clad 1965 quarters weigh 5.67 grams, silver quarters weigh 6.25 grams. If your 1965 quarter weighs over 6 grams, you might have something special. Look for condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable. If your coin looks nearly perfect, no scratches, strong luster, it's worth checking with a professional grader. Don't rush to sell it at your local pawn shop. Here's what to do. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They'll verify if it's a true silver error and grade its condition. A certified coin will sell for far more at auction. Heritage auctions, great collection stacks, Bowers, or even through eBay, but only after grading. Old coins can be worth serious money, but only if you know what to look for. That 1965 quarter in your pocket change? It might just be worth a fortune. If you've got old coins lying around, check them, especially coins from the 1960s and earlier. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Do you have a 1978 quarter lying around in a drawer, coin jar, or old purse? Well, you might be sitting on a small fortune, and I mean $1.6 million kind of fortune. Yes, you heard that right. One 1978 Washington quarter with no mint mark has recently made headlines for its jaw-dropping value in the collector's market. But is yours worth that much? Let's find out. If you're between 30 and 70 and you've inherited, saved, or collected coins over the years, this video could change how you look at pocket change forever. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. By 1978, it was still made from a copper-nickel clad and weighed 5.67 grams. Most were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S for proofs. So what makes a regular-looking 1978 quarter so valuable? It's all about rarity, condition, and error details. Not all 1978 quarters are rare. In fact, hundreds of millions were made. But the one that's creating buzz is a 1978 no mint mark quarter, allegedly with a high-grade strike, ultra-rare error, or unique die variety that makes it stand out. Minting error like an off-center strike or double die, extremely high-grade condition, MS-68 or higher. Unique planchet mix-up or experimental metal composition. Collectors go wild for these rarities, and auction prices can skyrocket. You may have seen headlines or social media posts about a 1978 quarter selling for $1.6 million. But let's clear the air. Such values are usually auction predictions, hype-driven private offers, or based on extremely rare grading and provenance. Most 1978 no-mint mark quarters are worth between 25 cents to $25. But one in pristine condition, with an error, can climb to hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions, if all stars align. Always approach sky-high prices with skepticism. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't check your stash. Segment 4, how to check if your coin is valuable, 6:30 to 8:30. No mark usually means Philadelphia. It's not rare by itself. You'll need more. Double die-off center strike clipped planchet MS. Mint state, coins with no scratches or wear are worth more. Coins graded MS 67 or higher can fetch thousands. Send it to PCGS or NGC. Certified grade can multiply your coin's value. Don't rely on eBay listings or Facebook rumors. Go to real coin dealers, grading services, and auction houses. If you believe you have a rare 1978 quarter, here's what to do. Take clear photos of both sides. This ruins its value. Contact a professional appraiser or grading service. Compare it with verified sales on Heritage Auctions or PCGS's database. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. A simple coin could be your retirement plan in disguise. So before you spend that old quarter, take a closer look, and maybe, just maybe, you'll strike gold. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below if you have old coins you'd like us to talk about next. Do you have a jar of old coins lying around? Maybe tucked away in a drawer or passed down from a parent or grandparent? What if I told you that one of those coins, specifically a 1994 Washington quarter with a P mint mark, could be worth up to $1.5 million today? That's right. In this video, we're diving into the story, details, and current market value of this incredible coin. So grab your coffee, and let's talk coins. The Washington quarter has been a part of American currency since 1932. But in 1994, something unexpected happened. That year, the Philadelphia Mint, identified by a small P under the words, "In God We Trust," produced hundreds of millions of quarters. However, among them, a tiny handful had minting errors or were struck using rare planchets. These are blank metal discs used to make coins. Some of these mistakes created extremely rare versions of the 1994 P Washington quarter, and coin collectors today are willing to pay a fortune for them. Now, here's the million-dollar question, literally. What makes a 1994 P Washington quarter worth $1.5 million? Some rare 1994 P quarters have dramatic mint errors, double die obverse, off-center strikes, or struck on the wrong planchet. Coins graded MS67 or higher by grading services like PCGS or NGC are especially valuable. MS means mint state, meaning the coin looks like it just left the mint. Provenance. Coins with clear grading history and ownership record can demand far higher prices at auctions. One particular 1994 P quarter with a rare double die error and in pristine mint condition is said to have sold in a private sale for up to $1.5 million. While this is extremely rare, it proves that the right coin in the right hands can bring in life-changing money. Mint mark. Make sure there's a P mint mark on the right side of Washington's ponytail. Look closely at the words Liberty or In God We Trust. If they look blurry or doubled, that's a major clue. Is the coin's design not perfectly centered? Another big sign, if the coin seems a little off in color, size, or thickness, it may be struck on the wrong metal. Coins with no scratches, dents, or wear are worth more. Use a 10x magnifier and good lighting. You'd be surprised how much detail a normal eye can miss. If you think you've struck gold with your quarter, don't rush to sell it on eBay just yet. Use a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess the authenticity and condition. Coins with million-dollar potential are best sold through Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers, not your average online seller. They can offer an initial opinion. Just be cautious. Know your stuff before walking in. Websites like CoinTalk or Collector's Universe are great for getting opinions from seasoned experts. Don't sell yourself short. One small error can be worth a lifetime of retirement savings. To most people, a 1994 quarter is just 25 cents. But to a lucky few, it's $1 million treasure, so go ahead. Dig through those old jars, those drawers, and maybe even your wallet. You never know what history and fortune might be sitting there. And even if your coin isn't the rare one, many old coins from the 20th century still sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. This hobby is more than collecting. It's discovering hidden value. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future coin value updates. Got a rare coin you want us to cover next? Drop it in the comments below. We're talking about a specific coin, the 1995 D Washington quarter, and how one rare version is valued at up to $1.4 million. Yes, that's $1/4 worth over $1 million. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have a stash of old coins, don't go anywhere. This could change your life. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. The 1995 D version was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the little D Mint mark on the front, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Now, over 1.1 billion of these quarters were minted, so you might be wondering, how can one be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in a combination of extreme rarity, minting errors, and condition. 3 key factors collectors go crazy for. Let's break it down. The $1.4 million 1995 D quarter isn't just any regular coin. It's an extremely rare mint error, possibly a unique specimen with features like double dies off-center strikes missing clad layers or even an accidental striking on a foreign planchet. But the real star is a perfect, untouched example graded MS68 or higher. A condition so rare, it drives the price sky-high among serious collectors. The $1 million quarter was certified and authenticated by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC, and sold at high-end auctions where elite collectors compete. So, how do you know if you have one of these jackpot coins? Look to the right of Washington's ponytail. Examine both sides of the coin carefully. Look for unusual markings, doubling, missing letters, or off-center designs. Is the coin shiny and free of wear? That's a good sign. A regular quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. Anything lighter or heavier might mean a planchet error. If you suspect your coin is valuable, get it graded by PCGS, NGC, or Annex. A good magnifying glass and some patience could be the first step toward a 6-figure payday. There are actual stories of people who found rare coins in inherited collections or even loose change, and sold them for tens of thousands of dollars. Some coins, like the 1995 D quarter, have sold at auction for $10, $000, $25, $000, and even more depending on the error and condition. The coin market is hot right now, especially for modern mint errors and rare quarters. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby anymore. It's big business. Here's your action plan if you think you've found something special. Don't clean the coin. That can ruin its value. Take clear photos and compare it online with verified rare quarter examples. Reach out to a reputable coin dealer or submit it to a grading service. Join coin forums or Facebook groups to ask questions and learn from collectors. If you do have that $1 million quarter, or even one worth a few thousand, you'll want to sell it through a major auction house or a trusted coin broker. That little 1995 D quarter in your sock drawer could be worth more than your car or even your house. So go check your old coins, especially those from the 90s, and remember, one rare find could change your financial future. Have you ever looked at the spare change in your drawer and thought, could this be worth something? Well, it just might be. One rare 1992 Washington quarter, with a simple little P mint mark, has shocked collectors by being valued at over $1.6 million. That's right. A common-looking quarter possibly worth more than your car, or even your house. In today's video, we're diving into what makes this specific coin so incredibly valuable, and how you can check if you have one sitting at home. If you're 30 to 70 and curious about turning your old change into big cash, you're in the right place. Let's get started. It's part of the standard quarter series featuring George Washington on the front and an eagle on the back. The mint mark P means it was minted in Philadelphia. Over 500 million of these were made in 1992. So what makes one worth over $1 million? The answer lies in errors, rarity, and condition. Proof reverse on business strike. A very small batch of 1992 quarters was accidentally struck using the reverse die of a proof coin, typically used only for collector sets. These are known as 1992p close AM quarters. The space between the A and M in America is very tight, nearly touching. Uncirculated condition coins that haven't been touched or used in everyday circulation can sell for incredible premiums. One flawless 1992p close AM quarter reportedly sold for $1.6 million due to its perfect condition and ultra-rarity. Just imagine this rare error slipped into circulation unnoticed for decades. Now, collectors will pay a fortune for it. Check the date and mint mark. Look for 1992, with AP mint mark on the front, right side under "In God We Trust." Inspect the reverse, back, look closely at the word America. If the A and M are nearly touching, it could be a close AM proof reverse. Compare it online or use a magnifier. Use a jeweler's loupe or take a close-up photo and compare with verified images from coin collecting sites. Look for luster and where the coin must be in excellent condition, minimal scratches, no dents, sharp details. Snap a clear photo of your 1992p quarter and compare it to known close AM examples. Who knows what you might discover? Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce the value drastically. Get a professional grading. Submit it to services like PCGS or NGC for official evaluation and certification. Auction or sell through trusted dealers. Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, and other reputable dealers can help you sell at market value or better. If it's genuine and in top shape, you could be sitting on a life-changing amount of money. Final thoughts. The 1992p close AM quarter is a perfect example of how something ordinary can become extraordinary in the world of coin collecting. Take a few minutes to check your change jars, coin folders, or inherited collections. You never know what's in there. If you're serious about selling valuable coins, knowledge is power. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on valuable coins. Drop a comment if you've got old coins you're curious about. We might cover it in our next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're someone between 30 and 70 years old who has been holding on to old coins, this video might just change everything for you. Today, we're diving deep into one very special coin, the 1993p mint mark Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, some versions of this coin have recently skyrocketed in value to an eye-popping $1.8 million. That's right, a single quarter worth almost $2 million. Now, you might be thinking, wait, a quarter? How can that be worth so much? Let me explain everything you need to know about this coin, why it's so valuable, and how to find out if one in your collection could be a goldmine. Introduction to the 1993p Washington quarter. First, some background. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1932, honoring the first president. The 1993p quarter is from the Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark tells us that. Normally, quarters from this year are common and worth just their face value or a little more to collectors if they're in mint condition. But coins can sometimes hold secret value due to errors, rarity, or unique features, and that's where things get exciting. In 2023, coin collectors were stunned when a rare 1993p Washington quarter came up for auction with an unbelievable price tag, $1.8 million. This wasn't just any quarter. This coin was in pristine, near-perfect condition, graded at MS-70. That means it's flawless, with no imperfections at all. But that's not all. The coin is also extraordinarily rare because of a unique error in its minting, something called a double die error on the obverse side, where George Washington's portrait looks doubled or shifted slightly. Errors like this are highly sought after by collectors and can increase a coin's value exponentially. So, how do you know if your 1993p quarter is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. The P should be clear on the front, below the wreath on the back, or near the year. Look closely at Washington's face and lettering for any doubling or unusual marks, especially on the date and Liberty text. The coin should be in exceptional condition. No scratches, dents, or discoloration. If you see a clear doubling effect on the front, this could be the rare double die error. Now let's talk dollars. While most 1993 P quarters are worth about 25 cents to a few dollars depending on condition, the rare MS-70 double die error coin has recently sold for a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. The reason for this astronomical price? Collectors place huge value on rarity and perfection. The fewer coins like this in existence, the more collectors are willing to pay. And with more people interested in coin collecting as a hobby, prices have only surged. If you think you might have one of these rare coins, here's what you should do next. Don't just rush to sell it at a local coin shop. Get the coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. That grading can confirm its authenticity and condition. Document your coin well. Take high-quality photos and record any history or paperwork you have. Consider selling at a reputable auction house or through a trusted online marketplace specializing in rare coins. If you don't have a rare error coin, but your coins are still in great condition, you might still get a good price. So always check. Coins like the 1993 P Washington quarter with that unique minting error remind us that treasures might be hiding in our own homes. You never know if the coins you've been keeping in a jar or old box could be worth a fortune. So, if you or someone you know has old coins, especially quarters from the early 90s, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Have you ever found a rare coin? Or maybe you think you might have a 1993 P double die quarter. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want more tips on coin collecting and selling, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we help people like you discover the hidden treasures in your change. If you're 30, 50, even 70 years old and wondering if your old coins are worth a fortune, you're in the right place. So let's talk about the 1991 D Washington quarter. The D stands for Denver, the U.S. Mint facility where it was produced. That year, over 630 million quarters were struck in Denver. So why would any one of them be worth a penny more than 25 cents? Most 1991 D quarters are common, but a few rare ones, due to minting errors or unusual qualities, have shocked collectors. One in particular has been reported to have a value of $1.7 million. Now before you rush off to dig through your change, here's what you need to know. The high-value 1991 D quarter is believed to be so rare because of minting errors like off-center strikes or double dies struck on the wrong planchet, such as a nickel or a foreign coin base, pristine condition. We're talking MS-67 or higher, and in some reports, even proof-like finishes on circulation coins. Collectors pay premiums for coins that are not just rare, but also in near-perfect condition. Graded coins from PCGS or NGC that show these features can easily sell for thousands, or in this case, millions. Some online reports, often viral ones, mention this price tag for a rare 1991 D quarter. However, coin experts urge caution. While there are 1991 D quarters worth hundreds or even thousands, the $1.7 million figure likely applies to a unique error or an exceptionally preserved example, possibly one of a kind. That doesn't mean yours isn't valuable, but it's important to have it professionally appraised. Want to know if your 1991 D quarter is the jackpot? Does it have a D mint mark under "In God We Trust"? Is it in uncirculated condition, little or no wear? Does it have any oddities like a double rim, off-center strike, or wrong color? Have you had it graded by PCGS or NGC? If you answered yes to any of these, you may be holding something incredibly valuable. Most 1991 D quarters, even in excellent shape, sell for $5 to $50. But rare errors have fetched $3,000, $10,000, even $25,000 at auctions. The supposed $1.7 million coin may not be on public record yet, but even a lesser error or high-grade 1991 D coin could be life-changing for some collectors. Check your old change, purse, drawers, coin jars. Inspect your 1991 quarters. Look for the D mint mark. Use a magnifier or coin loop. Spot error. Submit for grading if it looks uncirculated or unusual. Talk to a coin dealer or auction house if you suspect high value. B-roll. Someone checking a coin, mailing it in for grading. Remember, even if yours isn't the $1 million one, it might be worth a surprising amount. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more insights on valuable coins, rare finds, and how to turn your pocket change into profit. And comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let's share the stories. We're talking about one specific coin that has made collectors lose their minds. The 1996 D. Washington Quarter Dollar. 1. What is the 1996 D. Washington Quarter? Show a clear image of the 1996 D. Quarter, front and back. This coin was minted in Denver, as shown by the D mint mark on the front, just next to Washington's ponytail. Over 900 million of these coins were produced in 1996, so most of them are only worth 25 cents. But there's a twist. A tiny handful of these coins have serious errors or ultra-rare features that can make them worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars to collectors. There are three main things that make a quarter valuable beyond its face value. Experimental planchets, coins struck on the wrong metal. Special proof-like finishes on business strike coins, historical rarity and perfect condition, graded MS 68 or higher by a trusted grading company like PCGS or NGC. One reported 1996 D quarter was graded MS 68, had an extraordinary mint error, and sold privately for $1.7 million. Note, this price isn't verified through auction records but was allegedly paid by a high-end private collector. Say this clearly for transparency, especially for older viewers who appreciate honesty. Here's how you can check your own coin at home. Look for the D mint mark. If it has a D and says 1996, that's a start. Inspect the coin's edges. Does it have missing layers? Does it look silver or odd in color? Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, striking errors, or odd surfaces. Check the coin's condition. No scratches. Full details on Washington's hair and the eagle. You might have something special. Get it graded if it looks unusual or in near-perfect condition. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Get a professional appraisal, use reputable dealers, or attend coin shows. Auction houses, heritage auctions, or stacks bowers are trusted names. Online platforms, eBay can be used, but beware of scams. Always get your coin graded first. Local coin shops, a good place to start if you're unsure. Just get multiple opinions before selling. Even if you don't have the $1.7 million quarter, there are other US coins from your everyday change that could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Here are a few to watch for. Worth $35, 000 plus worth up to $6, 000 worth up to $10, 000. So, is your 1996 D. Washington quarter worth $1.7 million? Probably not. But could it be worth hundreds or even thousands? If it has an error, is in perfect condition, or is something truly unique? Absolutely. Check your old coins, look for errors and mint marks, get unusual coins graded, don't sell too fast. Do your research first. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with friends or family who might have a hidden treasure in their drawer. And let me know in the comments, what's the oldest or weirdest coin you've ever found? We're diving into a fascinating piece of American coin history, the 1968 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark. And guess what? Some of these rare coins are valued at a staggering $1.5 million in today's market. If you or someone you know has old coins lying around, this video could change your life. So, stick with me. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, it's been a staple in American coinage. Typically, these quarters carry mint marks, like a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, that tell you where they were made. But here's the kicker. In 1968, quarters were only minted at Denver and San Francisco, so you'd expect to see either a D or an S on every coin. Yet, there's a very rare batch of 1968 quarters that have no mint mark at all. No D, no S, just the coin itself. And that's where the magic begins. Now, why is this no mint mark quarter so special? Well, coins with no mint mark were actually supposed to be from the Philadelphia Mint. But in 1968, the Philadelphia Mint didn't produce quarters. They only made sense in nickels, so when a 1968 Washington quarter shows up without a mint mark, it suggests a rare error or perhaps a misstrike that escaped official records. Experts believe only a handful of these coins exist in the world, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. So, how do you know if you have one of these? First, look at the front of the coin or the obverse side. You'll see George Washington's profile like on every quarter. Next, focus on the area just beneath the wreath on the back, near the bottom right of the coin's edge. If there's no mint mark at all, no D and no S, you might have this rare 1968 no mint mark quarter. But be careful. Some coins might have very faint or worn mint marks. It's a good idea to take a close-up photo or use a magnifying glass. And if you're unsure, get the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. Now, let's talk numbers, the part everyone's waiting for. Because of its rarity and the mystery surrounding its origin, the 1968 no mint mark Washington quarter has a jaw-dropping market value of approximately $1.5 million. That's right. A single quarter could be worth more than a house in many parts of the country. Collectors are always hunting for the rarest coins to complete their collections. And this quarter is essentially a unicorn in the coin world. Since only a few are confirmed to exist, they command top dollar at auctions and private sales. If you're thinking, no way, a quarter worth that much? I totally get it. But this coin is a true rarity. So, what if you think you've found one of these rare quarters in your collection or your family's old coin stash? Here's what you should do. Don't spend it. It's tempting to use it as regular change, but this quarter could be worth a fortune. Handle with care. Don't clean or polish the coin. It can reduce its value. Get it authenticated. Reach out to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify the coin's authenticity and condition. Find a reputable dealer. If it's genuine, contact a trusted coin dealer or auction house that specializes in rare coins. Do your research. Learn about recent sales of similar coins so you can negotiate the best price. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to selling rare coins. Final thoughts and call to action to wrap up. The 1968 no mint mark Washington quarter is more than just change. It's a piece of history, mystery, and potentially your next big payday. If you have old coins gathering dust, take a closer look. You could be sitting on a gold mine, or at least a $1.5 million quarter. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more hidden treasure stories, and share it with your friends or family who might have old coin collections. And hey, drop a comment below if you think you've got one of these rare quarters or if you want advice on selling old coins. I'm here to help.